Moonlit Love, a tale of Jack, Hannah, and Sky. Hannah never believed in fate until she met Jack. It was a chilly autumn night when she first saw him, standing beneath a flickering street lamp, his dark eyes reflecting the silver glow of the full moon. Something about him felt familiar, like a song she had once known but had long forgotten. Jack was a traveler, a man with secrets tucked away in his heart. He had wandered through forests and cities, searching for something he could never name. But the moment he laid eyes on Hannah, he knew he had found it. They fell for each other quickly, as if the stars themselves had woven their paths together. Their love was wild, untamed, just like the forests that Jack often disappeared into at night. Hannah didn't ask questions. She only knew that when he returned, his touch was warmer, his kisses deeper, his love fiercer than before. One night, under a glowing full moon, Jack finally told her the truth. He was a werewolf. Hannah's heart pounded. She should have been afraid, should have run. But love is not made of logic. Love is made of trust. So she stayed. Months passed, and their love grew stronger. Then, on a stormy night, their son was born. A boy with midnight eyes and a soft cry that seemed to echo with something ancient. They named him Sky, because the moon would always watch over him. Sky was not just a child, he was a miracle. Half human, half wolf, he carried both the strength of his father and the kindness of his mother. As he grew, his golden curls framed a face filled with curiosity, and his laughter was like music in the wind. But there was something more, something different. From the time he could walk, Sky was drawn to the woods. He would stand at the edge of the trees, staring into the shadows as if something called to him. Jack watched him closely, sensing that his son's instincts were awakening earlier than expected. One evening, under the silver light of the full moon, Sky wandered farther than ever before. He wasn't afraid. Something deep inside him told him he belonged here. But then he heard it, a low, guttural growl. From the darkness emerged a towering figure, taller than Jack in his transformed state, its fur darker than the night itself. It was no ordinary wolf. Its amber eyes burned like fire, and its presence sent shivers down Sky's spine. A Dogman. Jack arrived just in time, shifting into his werewolf form in a flash. The air was thick with tension as the two creatures faced each other. The Dogman tilted its head, observing Sky with an eerie intensity. It did not attack. Instead, it let out a deep, rumbling sound, almost like speech, almost like recognition, before vanishing into the forest. Sky looked up at his father. "Who was that?" he whispered. Jack knelt beside him, shifting back into his human form, his expression troubled. "Someone who knew you were coming before even I did." Later that night, as Sky lay in his bed, he felt something stir within him. A warmth spread through his veins, and for the first time, he heard whispers, ancient voices carried by the wind. The next morning, when he touched a fallen leaf, it curled and pulsed with energy before disintegrating into dust. Hannah and Jack watched in awe. Sky was different, more than either of them had expected. His connection to the moon and the forest was deeper than Jack's. He was something new. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, the Dogman stood at the edge of an ancient clearing, his amber eyes reflecting the flickering flames of a hidden fire. He had waited generations for this child. Sky was not just a werewolf. He was something older, something rare. The time was coming when Sky would have to choose between the two worlds written in his blood. And the Dogman would be there when that moment arrived. But fate took a cruel turn. One fateful night, under the full moon's haunting glow, the Dogman emerged from the forest, rage burning in his fiery gaze. He struck without warning, a whirlwind of claws and fury. Jack fought bravely, but the beast was relentless. Hannah's screams echoed through the night as Jack fell, his lifeblood seeping into the earth. The Dogman's gaze then turned to her, and before she could run, he ended her life as well, leaving Sky alone in the darkness. Something inside Sky snapped. A fire ignited in his soul, fueled by grief, anger, and the primal force coursing through his veins. His small frame trembled as he shifted, the transformation unlike any seen before. His form was not just that of a werewolf, but something more, something powerful, something ancient. With a howl that shattered the silence of the night, Sky launched himself at the Dogman. The beast, for the first time, hesitated, but it was too late. The battle was a blur of claws, fangs, and raw fury. Sky struck first, his speed blinding, his attacks relentless. The Dogman snarled, countering with monstrous strength, but Sky dodged with inhuman reflexes. The night echoed with the clash of supernatural forces, their fight shaking the very ground beneath them. The Dogman lunged, jaws snapping inches from Sky's throat, but Sky twisted midair, sinking his claws deep into the beast's side. The Dogman howled in pain, slashing at Sky's back, drawing blood, but Sky did not falter. His golden eyes blazed with vengeance, his power surging. With a deafening roar, Sky leaped onto the Dogman's back, sinking his fangs into its throat. The beast thrashed, but Sky held firm, his strength growing with each heartbeat. The Dogman's struggles weakened, its breath turning ragged. Then, with one final brutal bite, Sky tore through the creature's throat. The Dogman let out a final gurgling growl before collapsing, its massive body hitting the earth with a resounding thud. Sky stood over the lifeless beast, his chest heaving, blood staining his fur. He had won. But as he shifted back to his human form, collapsing beside his fallen parents, he felt no victory, only loss. The night was silent once more, the wind whispering sorrowfully through the trees. The young boy who had once laughed so freely was now changed forever. Sky had avenged his parents, but at what cost? Jack and Hannah had given him love, but fate had forged him into something else entirely. A warrior of the moon, a legend of the forest, and the last of his kind. Thank you for watching Fear Files Real Nightmares. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.